gosh. My little man is going to be 2 tomorrow. That is literally so crazy. Oh my gosh. It doesn't even feel like 2 years seems like a little bit of time and then a lot of time all at the same time. Like, it feels like he's been with us for forever, but it also feels like, oh my gosh, like 2, that's so much time. But it's just so crazy. It's so crazy. He is the perfect little bookend to our big family. So our oldest, Rylan, her name obviously starts with an R, and then all the other kids have A names except for Rain. His starts with an R. And so we did that on purpose. One, we just really like the name Rain. We had a name picked out. We ended up changing it halfway. It was less than halfway through the pregnancy because I wasn't like huge pregnant yet. But we ended up changing it to Rain. And we were like, oh my gosh, not only do we love this name, but it's perfect because it starts with an R. So it's like we started with an R and we'll end with an R. So we just thought that was really special. But he's special to us in so many other ways. With our 4th child, Amari, I had a really hard pregnancy with her. I didn't know it when I was going through it, but once I came out of it, I realized that I was depressed pretty much my whole pregnancy. I pushed people away. I wasn't myself. I wasn't the same around my family, and they would reach out and talk to me and try to like ask me, hey, what's going on? You don't seem like yourself. And I would lie and say, no, it's fine, I'm just tired, or no, it's okay, like I'm just, just pregnant, just tired, or whatever. But those are all lies. I just really struggled with having kids back to back. My kids are all very close in age. So I have Rylan is 8, Anaya is 7, AJ is 5, he'll be 6 this year in June. Amari will be 4 next week, and then Rain will be 2 tomorrow. So they're all pretty close in age, and those first 3 pregnancies, it's just so taxing on a woman's body physically and mentally. And with Amari, our 4th, that was the most mentally taxing it had ever been on me. And I struggled really, really bad. I felt guilty on one hand because it's like, okay, here I am crying and upset that I'm pregnant again while there's other women all around the world begging to be pregnant who want this so bad and they just can't have it and they haven't been blessed with it yet, and it's so much of a harder like process and journey for them. And here I am able to have kids like that back to back healthy babies, and like I'm crying because I'm pregnant again. So like I felt like guilty, like, oh, how dare you be upset that you're pregnant when like some women would fight for this. And then there's the other hand of being like, I understand that like other women in my position would be so grateful for this, but I'm not those other women. I'm me, and I'm experiencing this right now. And me right now in that moment was like, I'm so done with this. Like, I don't want to do this. And not that like I wanted my daughter. That was never a question. I wanted my daughter. I wanted to finish out that pregnancy. But like the toll that it takes on a woman is so much. I was just fed up with how much it takes from women to carry these babies and give them life and let them take parts of your life and your energy consistently every day for 9 months. I was so fed up with that. So after having her, I got on birth control and was like, I'm done. I'm not having any more kids. I am so done. I don't want to do that anymore. That was the worst mentally I've ever felt in my entire adult life. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. So I got on birth control, and I think I was on it for maybe like 9 months or something. And I just really felt convicted. I just really felt convicted about my decision. I'm a Christian, and I believe in the power of God, and I believe that he speaks to his children in many different ways. I don't always think it's an audible, you shall do this or you shall not do that. I don't think it's like that, but I definitely do know that it's a feeling, and I felt that feeling. And one thing I love about my God is he doesn't make us do anything. He lays something on our hearts, and he gives us the opportunity to go with that nudging that he gave us or not. He gives us that free will. But he did nudge, and I felt the nudging for a while, and I warred with it. And I was like, I don't want to do this. I feel like I need to get off birth control for whatever reason. I feel like I should be having another kid, but I don't want to go through that again. and I was scared, and I didn't want to do it. And yeah, I struggled with it for a while, a couple months before I ended up getting off of it, but I did get off of it. And I knew when I got off of it, I knew I was going to get pregnant like that, because that's how my body is. I'm extremely fertile. My husband is very healthy. So I knew that as soon as I got off of it, I was going to be pregnant. And I got off of it. Within a week, I was pregnant. Got pregnant. A couple weeks later, I felt it. I knew it in my body that I was pregnant, because I know what my body feels like when I'm pregnant, and I know it. I can feel it before it shows up on a pregnancy test. So I knew it, and it was going to take a second for it to show up on the test. But as soon as it did show up on the test, I freaked out. And I cried, and I got in my car, and my husband was like, what the heck is going on? And I was like, I literally can't even talk. And I just cried, and I got in the car, and I drove away, and I went to my mom's house, and I sobbed. And at that time, she didn't know that I was like warring with this decision. She knew I was on birth control, but she didn't know that I was thinking about getting off of it. So when I came to her, I was like, I'm pregnant. She was like, oh my gosh, like, but you have an IUD, like, you're on birth control, like, so like, is this like, what's gonna happen? And I was like, no, I got off of that. And so I just like gave her this whole like sobbing story through my tears of the decision I made, and she was very supportive, and I'm very happy that I had her as a support system. And I also apologized to her in that moment for lying to her in the past and not being honest about how I felt with my previous pregnancy, because I wanted to go into my pregnancy with Rain with as much support as I possibly could. So I apologize to her, I apologize to Aidan, my husband, for just not being honest and not letting them help me. I don't even know if they could help me in the state of my depression, but they needed to be aware, and I didn't let them be aware, and I regretted that. So I was honest with them and told them that the pregnancy with Amari was a lot on me, and I was not good mentally, and it was just a lot. So letting them know that was big for me, and I started out like that, apologizing to them, letting them know I wanted them to check on me. I was going to try my best to be honest with them. Got set up with therapy, and it was a pretty good journey. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say, oh my gosh, and God put this thing on my heart, and then he blessed me with the baby, and it was the smoothest pregnancy I ever had, because it wasn't. We waited, the waiting process to have him, we were waiting for a call from the doctor to go in to be induced. Oh my gosh, we were waiting for days. They would call and, oh, the hospital's full. We were supposed to be induced one day, but the hospital was full. So then we had to wait the next day, and then the next day, and the next day, and the next day. I think we ended up waiting like 3 days after our actual set induction date, because the date that they set, I guess every woman in Columbus decided to go in and have their baby born. So that was a lot of waiting. The whole pregnancy was still a lot. I mean, but I was just determined to try my best and find ways to cope with it and be honest and just praise God through it and be thankful for my little son. And I'm so happy that I did. I'm so happy that I got to go through that experience with my support system, my family and friends, and they did an amazing job, of course, having my back and just supporting me and checking in on me. And we had our little guy, and he is the perfect addition to our family. He is the perfect little bookend. He was the perfect note to end it on. And after I had him, I did get back on birth control, and I felt so much more confident in my decision, and know that it's the right thing for us, for me, for our family. And that just feels so much better, having that clarity and like not having that weight on my heart of thinking like, oh, what if, like, do I feel like I should have another kid? Like, I don't have that anymore after having him. And I'm just so grateful for him, because he's the best little guy. He is a ball of energy. He is so athletic. He's so funny. He's so smart. He's so kind. And he's just the perfect little book into our family. So I'm really excited to celebrate him tomorrow and just make tomorrow all about him and make him feel as special as he is, because we love him so much, and I don't know what our life would look like without him. Okay, so little guy just went to bed. Aidan and I are gonna set up his decorations. Isn't his little stuff so cute?
Oh, it's just the shirt. So the shirt, the car.
It's a shirt. No, it's a shirt, the mask, the car, and the little web thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Don't take it out. Okay. Okay, so we're gonna get to decorating.
We should have got him some high top, like your bluey shoes, but like Spider-Man ones.
Yeah, but he wouldn't have really appreciated that, I don't think. I think I've been too young for it.
Where's the little fuzzy thing?
I don't like the fuzzy thing.
But it doesn't have a purpose?
It does have a purpose, but I just feel like the purpose is stupid, so I don't use it. So, anyway.
I thought you weren't supposed to look at the camera.
No, you're supposed to look at the camera. It's a vlog. You're yes. I'm passionate eye contact just like that. Good job. But no, okay, so I have somewhat of a vision. I got these are like the little curtain foil.
You almost say curtain foil curtains.
I don't know what I was going to say, honestly. I want to cut it and then put one on either side, on either corner, you know? And then we can do these. So we'll do these like this. So it'll be like curtain on either side with like these dangling down next to them. Are you following me? You following me? Okay. Then I want to do, well, we got a new bunch of balloons taped like right here. And then happy birthday hanging from there. And then I want to do the lights like going across here. Mm-hmm. And then with the gifts on like, oh, I need to get that little pedestal. I want to put the gifts like on the little pedestal. I'm debating. I was going to put the gifts. I got gift bags. Mm-hmm. I'm just going to leave them out. Okay, sound like good? I said sound like good.
Dun, dun.
Sound like a plan?
Sure.
Okay, break.
You know I'm a loud breather. This mic thing right here is probably not optimal.
It's okay.
I was excited to have another boy. But this time, like, I feel like with AJ it was more, I'm so excited to have a son.
Stop moving. Okay, so you were excited about having a son.
Yeah, so with AJ I feel like it was more like, I'm just so excited to have a son. It was more like for me. Whereas when Leroy was born, obviously, yes, like having another son was something that was like a very proud moment for me. And like when I was thinking about just like my legacy and like carrying on like the Conway name, especially being like in Texas where there's no other of like my Conways or whatever.
Yeah. Like
having two sons now to kind of like carry on the name was cool. But I think mostly having a boy, having a brother for AJ was what I was most excited about. So I remember thinking that, like, how dope that was that AJ was going to have a brother, and like how cool just like the brother relationship can be. Mm-hmm. So that was honestly what I was most excited about, and like was the thing I was thinking about the most when we had him.
You struggling, bud? What are you doing? What are you doing with that balloon? Babe, that is not necessary. You just saw me tie those two, and I didn't do any of that foolishness. Oh my gosh.
Two balloons got tangled up there. That looks so good, babe. Your vision came together.
This is the final look. It looks so good. Oh, don't trip. Get the little curtains on either side, the banner in the middle, the dangling balloons is what really does it. And the lights. I like the lights.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Baby. Happy birthday to you. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Can I change your butt?
Look!
Go downstairs.
That's for you!
It's for
Come on!
Mom.
Yeah? Let me hold you? Okay. Are your bluey waffles good? You tell Daddy thank you?
Daddy.
You're welcome, Leroy.
Yep, here you go.
Yay, we go.
Are you excited to head to the park? Yay!
Look.
It's Peter Parker!
Yeah. Let's go.
Go play, bud! Got to the Ford Center and
Wait,
Rain.
am I in it?
Yeah, you're in it. Rain was. I think he liked the center. He just, because it's a real field, wanted a real football and not a baby ball, and so it was like upset that there wasn't a big football, as he was saying. So he's currently chilling in the stroller watching Spider-Man. He played for a little bit, but I say more than a little bit. We were been out here for a while.
Yeah, we have.
He kept playing and stopping. It's a beautiful day. I'm glad we came though. I'm glad he got to see it. We just know that next time we have to come back with a
real
big
helmet,
football.
pads.
I say pads, helmet, cleats, real football, the full deal for him to actually enjoy himself. But what do you guys think? Did you like it?
Yeah.
Was this area cool, Amari?
Wait, Mom.
Our family's hater.
Yes, Queen. Give me another. Give me another pose. Give me another one. Oh my gosh, Queen. Work. Yes.
I'm
Okay, I'm sorry. I'll be silent. Yes.
I didn't have fun.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
The double thumbs down is Lily's trademark. Leroy,
Yeah.
do you want to go home and get some pizza and watch Moana #2? Oh, you want to watch the Wild Robot? Do you want to get pizza though?
That is.